Hello, today I'm gonna share from my Lesney collection one amazing model, which is the Jaguar D-Type. This car was actually designed by Malcolm Sayer, and it has a revolutionary monocoque structure inspired by aircraft engineering. Its iconic rear fin improves stability at top speeds over 170 miles per hour. This beautiful car was built for Le Mans, and it won 3 consecutive years from 1955 to 1957. The Jaguar placed first, second, third, fourth, and sixth in 57. It had a 3.4 inline-six XK engine, and it placed around 250 horsepower. There were only 75 D-types built of the 100 that were initially planned, making it highly rare. It introduced an advanced fuel cell to reduce fire risks and a key safety innovation. It was the road legal versions were called XKSS, but many were lost in a factory fire in 1957. So this beautiful car, the last one, there's a record of it. In 2016, it was sold for 21.7 million US dollar, which makes it most of the most valuable classic cars. But enough about the G-type, the D-type. We're gonna talk about the Lesney collection. And here what you have is the 41A, which is this beautiful model here, and the 41D. Both of them are the D-type Jaguar. But many people actually confuse them because they look very similar. Let me show you a little bit of the differences. This beautiful 141A was actually 55 millimeters in length. This particular one came with gray wheels. It also came with this pilot, and it was the very first version of the 41 casting. As you know, from the 175 collection from Lesney, they go by casting number. So this was the A number. Then later on in 1960, came up with the same model, which was the D-type Jaguar, but this particular one was slightly larger. This was 62 millimeters in length, and this particular model, although they also came with gray wheels, this one came with the rims, metallic rims, and plastic wheels, which also made it very rare. This should have had the decal for 41 and a pilot. Unfortunately, the version that I have at the moment does not have it. And you would see, well, why would I see if they are the same model? How would I recognize the differences? Well, that's the purpose of this video. So pretty much main difference is the length of the model. And I'm gonna show you with my my ruler here. If you go with by centimeters, our 41A is pretty much 55 millimeters, which is you know, like 5 centimeters and a half. Then if you compare the 41B, that's pretty much 62 millimeters, which makes it a little over 6 centimeters. So pretty difficult, I know, for if you're a collector like me, to differentiate both models. Pretty much you have to look at the listing details if you're buying it online in an auction. But you have to be very careful about the length. Obviously, the 41, the D-type 41B from 1960 is much more common. Although it's going to be very rare for you to find this particular type of rims and wheels. This is the real beauty, very hard to come by, the 41A. If you were to look at the rear of it, pretty much you notice D-type Jaguar, made in England by Lesney, 41. So this is properly identified there. Whereas the other one, D-type Jaguar, made in England by Lesney, and then you notice the 41 number is on the top of the car. It's not right in there. So this, if I were to give you a tip, is a good way to differentiate the 41A from the 41B. I mean, the letters in the printing in the base are closer, and the 41 identification is listed in the same line of letters in the 41A version, whereas in the 41B it's listed on the top of it. Anyway, so that's it. As you know from Lesney, they come up with, I mean, the 175 collection is called that way because there were only 75 castings. So what I'm showing you here are two versions of the same casting, casting 41. I have to tell you that casting 41 is one of the few that only have 3 castings. So you're looking at 41A here, 41B at the bottom, and then I have a pretty damaged 41C 4GT. The 4GT was released in 1965. It was also very important, relevant from a historical point of view, because this was the car that actually beat Ferrari. But these are the 3 castings for number 41 from Lesney Matchbox. 41A, 41B, and 41C. All right, well, it has been a pleasure as always, and I hope you like this video. If you do, please mark it as so, and I'll be sharing with you some other interesting videos. Bye for now.